Good morning, guys. Today we're going to utilize the number 4 field and plant the clover, the crimson clover. This field has been disked 3 times and tillered once. The materials I'll be using for the planting of this will be a hand spreader, the fertilizer, obviously the crimson clover seeds. I have some seeds that I'm going to use around the property line. It's this the Imperial Whitetail concealment. You can see right here. Again, I'm not sponsored by any of these seed manufacturers or equipment manufacturers, anything like that. I'll be using a hand spreader right here to put it down. I don't like using the spreader on the tractor for this with the PTO because I feel like you could accidentally miscalculate how much you're putting down. Those things aren't an exact measurement, and it's kind of based on a feel. They do have measurement marks on the side of it, but I really don't feel like, at least mine, is accurate as it should be. So yeah, we'll take the 4-wheeler out there and get the field planted. After it's planted, I'll come back and drop the trailer off and hook up the drag harrow behind it, lightly drag over top of it, and that field will be ready to go. After that, I have to tiller the main field, fields 1, 2, and 3, one more time. They've been disked twice. I did test the tiller out. I did about 3 passes with the tiller over one little section, just to make sure everything was operational with the tiller. Everything's good to go. Obviously, I used it on field number 4. I just didn't videotape that, and we'll go and see what happens. So here we are at field number 4. Like I said, I disked this 3 times and ran over it with the tiller yesterday to loosen the dirt up even more. Now it's really fine and broken up well. All the organic material has been turned back into it. I was actually quite pleased to find out that I didn't need to add any lime to this field, just fertilizer. You'd heard me talk about it on the first video, that this was a hay farm prior to me obtaining the property. So I guess whatever materials that were in there from before are still there. But yeah, I'm going to spread this field by hand because I don't want to use the PTO spreader. I don't want to accidentally spread it too fast and waste all my seed. And then I'll put the fertilizer down. I may cultipack it after that, or I might drag it with the harrow. I have to see what it's like once I get out there and move around. But if you want, hang out and let's grow together. So just to show you what the soil's like after I tilled it with the tiller, it really is nice and loose and breaks up really well. This will be a nice bed for the seeds to get down into, and also the fertilizer to get in there. So looking forward to this stuff coming up. It should be a good crop to have in this area. Put some nitrogen back in the soil, and I don't know, crimson clover is just pretty to me. Okay, now that we have all the seeding done, I'm going to go ahead and fertilize. I'll use the same spreader. I'll use the hand spreader again because it's not a big area. This is the 10-10-10. This was what was recommended in my soil sample. It required 150 pounds over this area. So I'll go ahead and put that on. Then after that, I'm going to do this little area right here. I don't know if you can see it right along the wood line. That's going to be concealment. That doesn't require anything other than broadcasting it out there onto the ground. So yeah, here we go. Okay folks, the clover field has been planted and fertilized. The concealment field has been planted and fertilized. Now I'm going to head back up to the building and put the cultivator on the Kubota and come back here and cultivate the fields. We're supposed to get rain tomorrow, so for looks like everything's right on time. This field and the concealment field will be completely finished as soon as I'm done cultipacking. I may put up an electric fence for a few weeks just to let it get established. I haven't made up my mind with that yet. But yeah, let's move on to the cultipacking. Alright guys, as you can see, the field's been cultivated, seeded, fertilized, and it's ready to go. Came out pretty good. I'm happy with the results. And hopefully we get the rain that we're supposed to get tomorrow, and it'll start the germination process. So, one job down and about 3,000 more to go. But thanks for sticking around, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one.